Today I'm going to be using different multiplication strategies to solve the equation 17 times 21. Before we find the product, I'm going to need to estimate the equation to see what the product could be. So we're going to need to round the 17 and the 21. So looking at the number line, we know that anything 5 and greater we're going to round up, and anything below 5 we're going to round down. So looking at the first factor of 17, we look at the ones place value. Notice it's a 7, so we're going to round that up to 20. Looking at the second factor of 21, we look at the ones place value. Notice that it's a 1 and know that we're going to have to round down to 20. Our new estimated question is 20 multiplied by 20, which gives us 400. We know this because 20 is a benchmark number. When using any type of multiplication equation, we know that because of the commutative property, it doesn't matter if it's 17 multiplied by 21 or 21 multiplied by 17, we're going to receive the same answer. So using these 10 blocks, I have shown 17 groups of 21 with the units and rods. And just to remind you, this is a unit, which is equivalent to 1. This is a rod, which is equivalent to 10 units. And this is a flat, which is 10 rods in it, which is equivalent to 100. So using the trading rate, we're going to need 10 units traded in to receive 1 rod. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we can trade this in and we receive 1 rod, which I will place up here. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know that we can't trade in 7 units, so we know that this is the ones place value in our answer, which I'll set up here. Now using the counting on strategy, we're going to count up these rods. As soon as we get to 10 rods, we know we can trade it in for 1 flat. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We set them aside, and we've now received 100, or 1 flat. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, trade it in for another flat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, trade it in for another flat. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rods remaining, and we know that we can't trade this in for a flat, so 5 will be the number for our tens place value for our answer. So in the end, we will be left with 3 flats, 5 rods, 7 units, which in total is 357. Now to show this equation pictorially, all we need to do is 1, 2, 3 flats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, 357. To show this symbolically, we have 3 times 100, because there's 100 in each flat, and we have 3 of them, which will equal 300. 5 times 10, because we have 5 rods and 10 units per rod, which will equal 50. And we have 7 units, so 7 times 1 equals 7. So then all we do is add all of the answers. So our total will be 357. And again, this was shown pictorially, and this is shown symbolically. Now to use a personal strategy to solve this multiplication problem, I have chosen grid. So what that looks like, I'll just put our question back up here so we can look at it. So this box here represents the 10 place value. This box here represents the 1's place value. This box here represents the 10's place value. This box here represents the 1's place value. So we will put, for our first factor, 10. We have the 1's place value, 7. Looking at the second factor, we see a 20 in the 10 spot and a 1 in the 1's value. So 20 multiplied by 10 is 200. 20 multiplied by 7 is 140. 1 multiplied by 10 is 10. 1 multiplied by 7 is 7. So now we just add 200 plus 140 plus 140, which equals 340. Now we add 10 plus 7, which equals 17. Then we add 340 plus 17, which in total will give us 357. And again, this is the grid model. And when we look back at our estimation, we estimated that the total would be within the rounding range of 400, and we came up with 357. So I think we did a pretty good job.